Hello and welcome to another OT Weekly craft video. We are doing flowers of Japan the entire week in honor of Wildflower Week. Okay, a very interesting week to celebrate. It's very exciting. So, we did the sow thistle, which is a little bit, sometimes you might even think of it as a weed. Today we're going to do something a little bit more iconic. Iconic means something that it is known for. In Japan, is definitely known for the cherry tree. Although the state flower is a chrysanthemum, most people think cherry trees right away. So we're gonna make one of these today. You have two options. If you are worried about mess, you can do it like I did and I'll walk you through. If you are okay with getting a little bit messy and you have a paint that's safe to do so, you're gonna paint your arm and the top of your hand and make it a tree. Put it right down there. That's a great gift for grandmas, for moms, for dads to have their child's handprint right there. It's great. Okay, so we're gonna talk about making the tree, but we're gonna get our supplies first. So here I have brown paint, I have some glue, I have a Q-tip for each of those, I have a green crayon, I have a plain white piece of paper, and I have strips of pink paper. This could also be tissue paper. All right, so if you're not doing your hand for your brown trunk of your cherry tree, you're gonna get your Q-tip full of brown paint. Start from the bottom and pull all the way up, and then do the other side. Start at the bottom and pull all the way up. And then you're gonna just kind of keep making lines. It doesn't have to be even, meaning the brown doesn't have to be as thick everywhere. It can be thicker in one part than the other, and that kind of looks neat. It makes it look a little bit more realistic. And then you can be a little more fun with it. Have a little abstractness to it. You're gonna wanna do a little decoration. I always put a little hole for little animals to live in. I've never seen a hole like this on a cherry tree in Japan, but that's okay. I always do it in my trees. And then I use my Q-tip to start to make lines to make it look more like a tree, so I don't have to color it all the way in if I don't want to. Keep on making the top. Now I love seeing the Sakura in Japan. It's one of my favorite things to do here. When you walk around and see each season the different flowers and plants Japan has to offer. The cherry trees are very lovely. All right, we're ready for our glue. I've got my glue on a Q-tip so I can do it in little dots. You can also practice squeezing your glue. If you've got the right container, you can squeeze the glue on there and make sure you don't put too much. So you're gonna do little dots in random places on your tree. We'll just do a couple so you can get the idea of how to put on the blossoms. So you want to get your pink paper and you're going to rip a very small piece. So check it out. We're going to take the corner, rip off just that much. Then you're going to fold it with your hands. So folding it in, and it looks very small. And then I'm going to put that in my glue. Check it out, first blossom. And keep going. So keep ripping the corners and crunching them up with your hands. You can also, if you have pink paint, add in a few thumbprints here and there if you'd like to do that. That's always an option. Check it out. So once you've got the glue dots down and you're tearing your paper and folding it up, you could also do glue dots one at a time. I like to do it in advance. And then I know how many I want to tear and I can see how many I have left. Once you've done that, you've got your green crayon because the cherry trees also have leaves. So we want to add some leaves in there. So I usually do a little circle. So I find my cherry blossom and I'll put a little green circle near that cherry blossom. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It could be whatever you want it to be. If you want it to be more realistic, you can even shape it a little bit more like a leaf. But you can see I've got green dots, like this one right here, right next to my blossom. And you can keep going to finish your Japanese cherry tree. Until next time.